hearty welcome to the online class, children. Class 7, subject science. Today we are going to see a topic called compound. Do you know what is meant by compound? Yes, compound is a combination of two or more elements which are combined chemically. That is said to be the compound. A compound is a pure substance that is formed when atoms of two or more elements combined chemically in definite proportion. That is said to be the compound. Can you say few examples for a compound? For example, the water which you drink, that it is an example for compound. And do you know what are all the elements which are formed for the formation of compound? Water is generally formed by the combination of elements like hydrogen and oxygen, which will result in the formation of water molecule, that is said to be H2O, which means two atoms of hydrogen will combine with one atom of oxygen to form the water molecule. So elements like hydrogen and oxygen are the constituent elements which do form the water molecule. And your second example is common salt, which is sodium chloride. While the chemical formula for sodium chloride is NaCl, where Na refers to sodium element while Cl refers to chlorine element. And the third example is calcium hydroxide. Ca is the chemical symbol for calcium, and for calcium hydroxide the chemical formula will be CaOH twice. So the elements like calcium, oxygen and hydrogen will be combined chemically to form the compound of calcium hydroxide. Now you can see this picture for the formation of sodium chloride, right? Generally, sodium is a highly reactive element and it is a solid element. It burns vigorously while in contact with the water. And chlorine generally will be in yellowish green. It is a highly poisonous gas at room temperature. They do chemically combine to form the common salt sodium chloride, which will be used for cooking purpose. Sodium and chlorine, it is the table salt. They do combine chemically to form sodium chloride, right? And the second example, which is sugar, and you know you do add sugar molecule for while preparing any tea or coffee and all. So generally sugar will contain elements like carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, while this is a common chalk powder. Now let us see the properties of compounds. A compound is formed only when the constituent elements combined in a fixed proportion. And properties of compound are different from their constituent elements. A compound cannot be broken down by physical methods. This is because a compound is made up of different elements that are chemically combined. Sodium chloride cannot be separated by physical methods like filtration, while a compound can be separated into constituent elements only by chemical means. So today we have seen the what do you mean by compound and the properties of compound. And now your home fun today. You need to complete the following table by writing compound of its constituent elements. For the first one, which is water, and you know the chemical formula for water, right? Which is H2O, while the constituent elements will be hydrogen and oxygen. And for the second one, which is salt, that is sodium chloride, while for sodium chloride the chemical formula will be NaCl and its constituent elements will be sodium and chlorine. Likewise, you need to write the constituent elements for the remaining compounds also. Sodium carbonate, sodium bicarbonate, sugar, calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide and potassium hydroxide. Symbol of an element. As you all know, what is meant by an atom and what is meant by a molecule. So, in chemistry, you should know for each and every element, you will be having some symbols also. And now, we are going to see how these symbols are given for an element. A symbol is an abbreviation or short representation of a chemical element. There is a unique symbol for each element. It represents one atom of the element. The symbol is usually derived from the name of the element, which is either in English or in Latin. These symbols are allocated by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry, which is said to be IUPAC. And Dalton was the first scientist to use symbols for elements in a very specific sense. When he used a symbol for an element, he also meant a definite quantity of that element, that is, one atom of that element. So, can you say who is the first scientist who used symbol for element? Yes, Dalton. He is the first scientist who used symbol for the elements. And Berzelius suggested that the symbols of elements can be made from one or two letters of the name of the element. From Berzelius only, he only suggested that symbols may have either one or two letters for an element. So, we can say from the symbol of an element, it is the shortest way to represent an element and it is the unique symbol for an element. And Dalton was the first scientist who gave symbol for the elements. And now we shall see how Dalton gave symbols for the elements. For example, you know hydrogen is an element and oxygen is also an element. Carbon, iron, silver, mercury, platinum, they are all said to be the elements. And Dalton, he proposed the symbols for these elements. For example, for hydrogen, he gave the symbol in this way. For phosphorus, he gave the symbol as in this way. And for copper, he represent the symbol in this manner, where you will be having the C in the center and you will be having the circle. And for gold, you will be having G in the center. For the carbon, you will be just having a circle. For sulfur, you will be having a plus symbol. And for lead, you will be having L in the center. For platinum, you will be having TT in the center. For the oxygen, the symbol is in this way. For iron, you will be having I in the center. For silver, you will be having S in the center. And for mercury, he gave the symbol in this manner. And now we shall see how we should write or how we should represent symbol, or now we shall see the rules to be followed while assigning symbol. Chemical symbols usually consist of one or two letters and symbols mostly corresponds to first letter. For example, we may say for hydrogen, the symbol for the hydrogen will be H and it is the first letter for hydrogen. So, the symbol for hydrogen will be H and it will be in the form of capital letter. While for oxygen, the symbol is O. It is the first letter for the element oxygen. Like this, you may have various symbols for various elements also. And now we shall see how elements are represented by single letter symbol. For example, if the element name is hydrogen, the symbol will be H. If the element is fluorine, the symbol will be F. For oxygen, the symbol is O. For the carbon, it is capital C. For phosphorus, it is P. For sulfur, it is S. For potassium, it is K. For uranium, it is U. when there is more than one element that begins with the same letter, their symbols take two letters. The first letter is capitalized while the second letter has a lower case. For example, the name of both hydrogen and helium begins with H. So, hydrogen is represented by the symbol H and helium by He. Similarly, the symbol for carbon is C, while the symbol for calcium, chlorine and chromium are Ca, Cl and Cr respectively. Now we shall see how the elements are represented by a symbol of two letters. For example, aluminium, the symbol is Al. First letter will be in the capital way while the second letter will be in the smaller way. For argon, it is Ar. For arsenic, it is As. For barium, Ba. For nickel, Ni. Bromine, Br. Chromium, Cr. Cobalt, Co. Helium, He. Magnesium, Mg. Calcium, Ca. For chlorine, it is Cl. If you see in all these symbols, the first letter will be in the capital letter while the second letter will be in the small letter. You should remember, while writing the symbol for a chemical element, they will be in the capital letter, and if it does have two letters, it will be having the first letter will be capitalized while the second letter is small letter. The symbol for some elements are derived from their Latin names. For example, the symbol for gold is Au. After its Latin name, Aurum. Similarly, the symbol for copper is Cu. After its Latin name, Cuprum. So, for many elements, their symbols are derived from their Latin names. For copper, Cuprum, the symbol will be Cu. For lead, the symbol is Pb, which is derived from its Latin name, Plumbum. For potassium, the symbol is capital K, which is given from the Latin name Kalium. For iron, it is Fe and its Latin name is Ferrum. For mercury, it is Hg, its Latin name is Hydroargyrum. For sodium, it is Na and its Latin name is Natrium. And now we shall see the recap of today's session. So today we have seen the symbol of an element. We can represent the symbol of an element in a shortest way, and we have seen how we should represent the symbol of an element also. And now you will be having the today's home fun. And now your today's home fun is, you need to write the symbols of the following elements. For gold, silver, copper, iron, nitrogen, oxygen, aluminium, calcium, phosphorus, magnesium, potassium and sodium. For these elements, you need to write the symbol for all these elements. Hope you all have enjoyed today's session. We shall see for the next session. Thank you.